It becomes an exciting season when the games are over, when the season is over. We could only appreciate that it was an exciting season at the end of it, because there were a lot of ups and downs that could have been brought by poor tactics from us, lack of good quality from the players, sometimes bad decisions from us as the technical team and the referees. So I think what we needed to do was to sit down and try to establish where the problem was. Um, so with all the ups and downs and poor results, good results at some time, sometimes we had very good results, sometimes we had very poor results. And from those that were outside, it was a very inconsistent performance from the team. So sometimes, let me just move away from our team 30 seconds. Everybody was not happy with South Africa during the AFCON tournament now. But when they qualified for the last 16th stage, I think, and the quarterfinals, then everybody had forgotten that 2-3 games before the quarterfinal game, they felt the team wasn't playing well. But what's most important is the final result. I think we should be happy that we ended the season at number 5. The how part, how did we get it? Are we happy with it? I don't think we are. We want to try and improve on how we get the results, one, and then two, it's our second season. We might have to be better again with the style of play, which is what we overloaded during the first season. So I think if we consider the log position, we should be happy. But it's not only that, like I said. I should start with, I think we have only lost Development Dene. He's the only player that we will lose this season because of his commitments. He's going to school. The rest of the players, it was the end of their contracts. I think it's as simple as that. So when you come, when there comes a time where you need to either continue or stop working with someone, the right time is when your contract is up. I don't think we were in a position where we would be able to renew most of the players' contracts. I don't want to get into deeper details of how and why it was impossible, but you guys know everything about this team. Everybody has his own style of management. I felt for me to be able to control or have control over this team is to make sure that all the players are the same. That's why it started. But for me to make sure that all the players are the same, I could either, one, need more funds in terms of the budget that I had, or use what I have to make sure that everybody is on the same page. And I was forced to take the latter. I had to make sure that with what I had, which was not improved or increased, I made sure that everybody gets something. Like I said, I don't want to go deeper into this thing, but last season there were times where I was not able to have control over players, because if I sat down and tried to look deeper into the problem, it was because some of the players were not getting anything. If you don't get anything when someone is getting something, it becomes very difficult to have a team. We become a team because we are doing things together. We want to achieve things together. And it is not easy to make sure that everybody is happy in in, in an institution or anything, any institution. But there's something that you could do to try and make sure that at least it doesn't become very difficult to have control. So I think when their contracts came to an end, it became very easy for me to now start with my own style of management. I think I should make it clear that they were not giving me problems. It was just an administrative issue. When your contract is up, then it's up. And I don't know, I'm not sure if you want me to go deeper than I already have. All right, Seletezani, Horisa Moabi, the two goalkeepers have left. Thabo Maswele, Moguti Tamahani, Dikanodele have left. Bokam Mutana, Obakem Mudiwa, Kastabele Kalusani, Norman Kumatsi, Olomo Desire have left because of the contracts. And then Tebello is going to school in the US, is also leaving us. I'm not sure who I've left out. Those are the players that have left, I think. They are quality players, most of them, all of them are quality players, I agree with you. Others were aging. We would not be able to rely on the same quality. We are trying to build a team for the future. To get to your question, I think there's been a very intensive scouting process whereby we were able to identify 15 players. Will not be able to take all of them. It's 3 goalkeepers, 3 center backs, 4 creative midfielders, 2 left-footed wingers, and 3 left backs. All of them, I believe, are quality. Most of them have played in the Premier League. Most of them were playing from their teams. We also have internationals there that we have watched more than 3 times during the off-season. We have been traveling. In terms of quality, I don't want to put any pressure on anyone, but I believe if we talk about the age of the players that we have brought in and the experience that they have, at least at high level, we should think that they'll be better. They'll give us better things. These ones have seen it for some time. They've been playing for a couple of years. You don't replace that with young boys, I understand. But it only depends on what you want. From what I believe will help us moving forward, I think it is good quality that we are bringing in. I think it is very, 1, 2, 3, 4 have played for the national teams, junior national teams. The other one, there's the feeder team, the new feeder team, what is it called? Special Force. Others have played, others have trained with the senior national team. Others have played for big clubs in South Africa. So, yeah, I think it's good quality that we are bringing in. The players are reporting on the 15th. Everybody should be here on the 15th, which is next Monday. And then the training sessions will begin on the 16th. And we expect everybody to be here. I think 1 or 2 players will not be here on the 15th, but latest on the 22nd they should be here. We don't expect anyone to miss our first week of preseason. Everybody that will be sent here will be part of our team coming into the next season. We also have about 4 or 5 trialists that will be joining the team. We were a bit specific on what we wanted. Budget constraints didn't allow us to, I didn't want to bring a player here that we would not sign. So first of all, we had to profile our team. And then after profiling our team, when people were recommending players, we asked them to bring in players that we could be interested in, the positions that we felt we were a bit short. For instance, I think with this, we are bringing in a holding midfielder. He's going to be new in the team. We have three options at the moment and we still have to make a decision. They'll all come here. The three holding midfielders will come here, and then we'll make a decision over a period of about 8 days. Then we'll be left with one. So yeah, next week the training sessions will begin next week, the 16th, but the players will be here on the 15th. We are going to invite players. We are not going to invite everybody to come here and then try to scout talent. No, we're not going to do that. For instance, if you feel you have a good left back, we have invited players that play in positions that we felt we need to improve in. We already have our targets, but we're just saying it is possible to get something better than what we already have. Let's just reflect and then look at what we tried to do during the preseason and maybe first 6 weeks of the season. That is the time when all the players still have the energy, all right? And then it comes to the profiling of players now. We had, we could say, a holding midfielder in West who was in his age. He has been playing for some time. The energy levels were never sufficient to take us throughout the season. And then we had center backs that are in their early 30s or that are approaching maybe 35. It was not easy for them to help us close the spaces between the lines in the team. So first 6 weeks, they still had the energy. I think we were getting there. But when the fatigue levels began to rise, then it was difficult for us to do what we did in preseason. We still want to, I still feel I would be happy to see this team dominating possession in most of the games. I would be happy to see this team being very efficient on the true transitional moments. I believe everybody has his own beliefs. I believe in modern football or in football today, it becomes easier to score when most teams are disorganized. And you are disorganized in most cases when you have possession. So if we could use the moments, but they need energy. They need someone who will be able to run for longer periods, run all the time. And it comes, unfortunately, with age. So we would be very happy to see this team dominating possession. It's a new team again, but we believe with the levels of energy and stuff, we'll be able to dominate possession in most games. We'll be able to be, I want to say, good during our transitional moments, especially the positive transition. But all those that I've talked about need a team that is very organized when we don't have the ball. And for that organization to be perfect, we need again to be good on the negative transition moments. So let's see if we can dominate possession one and then be quicker than other teams during the transitional moments. There was nothing personal about players that have left. I think everybody, the supporters, everybody needs to know that. It's just someone says that in coaching, we are forced sometimes to make decisions that are unpopular. As long as you believe in what you're doing, as long as you know that not everybody will be happy from each and every decision that I make. I mean, whether I decided to keep some of them, or allowed them to leave, some would still not be happy. It's the nature of the sport, it's the nature of the game. It happens in all the institutions, it happens in all the disciplines, whether it's the engineering one, the planning one, the financial one, the football, fraternity. All these things happen and decisions have to be made. I've got a very good relationship with all the players that have left. No one has left because he was giving us problems off the pitch or on the pitch. It's just that we are in a position where we have to make decisions. Um, we are not stupid to make decisions that will not help us to make this team a better team. Uh, Let me talk about myself. I know that if I make poor decisions, at the end of the day, I'll become a poor coach or a bad coach. That is what I know. I'm doing all these things knowing all the consequences that could come as a result of my actions. I'm here representing the whole technical team, the Kick4Life Football Club, and the supporters. I've been hired to make decisions on their behalf. I believe the decisions that I've made will help this team move forward. Wish all the players good luck. I wish they all find teams. I'm sure they will. I already have received a lot of calls inquiring about a number of players here, and most of them will join big clubs. They did not leave solely because of quality. No, it was a lot of factors that cannot be revealed to the public, but the players themselves know those factors. I met 1v1 with all the players, and then they know why they left, some of them, not some of them, all of them. Whether they were happy or not happy, it's something else. But I don't have grudges. I just hope they will understand that it was a decision that had to be made. We'll still make more unpopular decisions, I think. We will lose games, we will win games, there'll be draws, but all those will not be as a result of the decisions that we took now. They'll just be as a result of football being football. Otherwise, we thank the Kick4Life management and supporters once more for the support they gave us during a very tiring off-season period where we never had a weekend off. We have traveled. I'm in Southern Africa. I'll not even say Lesotho or South Africa. We have traveled Southern Africa. We have been in all the tournaments. When people had a tournament somewhere, we would go and watch. People would invite us that there's a player here, come and watch. So it's not going to be. I'm excited again with the team that is coming in. Um, Truth be told, we don't have the clearances of all the players, but most of the talks are at an advanced stage. I'm quite excited with what is coming in. I believe with a proper pre-season, I'll put my head on the block and say we'll compete.